with Crudup, who's back on the New York stage with Ibsen's Ghosts. It's always great to see you on stage.
We love you more than anyone else on stage.
And congratulations. Congratulations. You're just nominated for an Olivier for Harry Clark in London, which we saw. And Billy, that is the most amazing performance I've seen. It's a one-man show. Did you, during that show, first of all, you're on stage for what, 90 minutes and 2 hours?
It's an 80-minute show typically.
But you're playing how many characters?
Over 10, maybe 20.
Do you ever get stage fright? Do you ever forget lines?
Yeah, no. When you get, I think most people who are actors, and if you guys haven't seen Harry Clark, I'll do it for you now. How long do we have? An hour and a half?
Yeah. Go ahead.
But they can
go.
Okay, you guys just stand on the side. It's a solo play.
No.
So the first week that I was doing it, and the theater that I did it in New York, the Vineyard Theater, was a first place I ever did a play in New York. So I was very trusting of the artistic director when he sent me this 48-page monologue. And then, I went, obviously not. That's way too much work. I'm too old. That's a possibility. And then I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought, whoever gets a chance to do something like that in New York? So I did it. But the first week of previews, when you're looking out at the audience, which is a very strange experience if you're used to just acting with people in here and the audience observing, you can catch people's eyes that you know. And so all of a sudden you're taken out of the story. Well, this happened about 2 minutes into maybe one of the first shows that I was doing, and I had a full-blown panic attack. My tunnel vision went in, my heart went through my chest. I called for line, which is something that you can do sometimes, and a stage manager or an assistant will throw you the line and help you to keep going. Well, we didn't have any system in place for that. So from the booth up top, I heard,
So where did you pick up? You just picked up where you left off?
Well, it turns out that show came in at 55 minutes because I forgot half an hour. And it was a really terrifying, terrible experience.
That's not the show we saw.
No,
we saw was like.
Well, I was telling, and I came back, and Naomi was like, "I'm sure it wasn't that bad." And I was telling that story at a dinner party a little while after that, and one woman was very silent in the corner, and Naomi said, "Do you have something to say, Gabby?" And she said, "I was at that show. It was the worst experience of my adult life." And I was like, "Well, what about for me, Gabby?" I don't care. So, yeah, it's tough.
Well, tell us about Ibsen's Ghosts.
Well,
is this more than a one-man show?
This is, yes, we've got an incredible
you have
cast.
Other people?
Lily Rabe, Hamish Linklater, Levon Hawke, and Ella Beatty.
Amazing.
Directed by Jack O'Brien. A phenomenal translation by Marco Rowe. But this is heavy lifting. It's great. The reason, people do classics and think of things as classics is because they're always relevant. They tell something vivid that was happening in Norway at the time for Ibsen was the power dynamics were changing. The ultra-wealthy was employing the religious fundamentalists to control the culture. And in this one woman fights back.
Incredible.
And so I play the pastor who's trying to get her to do her duty as he sees it, and she's like, I want to take control of my life.
I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
It's really good.
Ibsen's Ghosts at the Nixon Newhouse Theater at Lincoln Center, currently in previews, opening March 10th, and he's going to know his lines.